Yeah, I'll always be a metalhead. Nothing can take that away from me.
Right.
I mean, not jail, not people, not religion, not anything. I'll always be a metalhead. Metalhead leaves you all alive.
You're listening to the Great Metal Debate Podcast.
Welcome back, Metalheads, to a new episode of the Great Metal Debate Podcast. It's Xander, back with a new album review for an exciting underground release. Today we will be talking about the debut album titled Closure by the Nashville-based melodic symphonic death metal band Eldercall. A few weeks ago, I asked the band if they could email me a press release of this. They said yes, but I never received it, so I actually had to wait until it came out on August 1st through Bardic Label. Two of the members were previously in a local melodic death metal band known as Obelisk. To be honest, I never listened to those 3 EPs that the band put out, but if they are available anywhere, I would love to give them a listen. For starters, I really hope they have an upcoming show at either the Springwater, the End, the Cobra, or the Vinyl Lounge because damn, this is exactly the type of metal that I crave, especially when keyboards are involved. Let's get into it. Since I'm going to bathe this record in compliments, I'll go ahead and get my one and only critique out of the way. The opening track, Opening the Wound, should have been either subtracted or just morphed into the next song. Longtime followers of this podcast know that my least favorite thing about any metal album in any metal subgenre is the unnecessary intro tracks, especially if they are only a few seconds long and don't do anything new. It's unoriginal, and most people, myself included, are just going to skip straight to the real first song, Suffer Me. It kicks off with a fast drum roll along with opening scream that sounds like some vocal layering was involved, which is always appreciated by yours truly. On Eldercall's Facebook page, it says that this is for fans of the Black Dahlia murder. The rhythm of the song certainly reminds me of the popular band's earlier work. The fast yet choppy vocal parts over the guitar riff remind me a lot of things on the Nocturnal album. The piano parts are a nice and soothing touch that make this a very relaxing listening experience. One thing that I noticed right away was how strong the songwriting is. The composition is complex, but not overly pretentious either. It's easily digestible for listeners who enjoy obscure bands like this, and this one track alone took me at least 10 full listen-throughs in order for me to make a full analysis. This song continues to impress me the more I hear it. For only being 4 minutes and 13 seconds, it sure packs a technical punch with a variety of different harmonizing guitar leads. Furthermore, the use of keyboard enhances the already juicy moments. Next we have Treason, which is the single this band unleashed to the public over 5 years ago, but now, in parentheses, it says album version, so they probably either re-recorded it or polished it with the new mixing. Starting with a quiet fade-in before the volume cranks up for the dreamlike soft piano notes followed by a neat melodic death metal riff, then the clattering of blast beats. The succession of lyrics flow in a somewhat groove metal tone, but with the clarity in the fry vocals, which makes a perfect fit for that Finnish-sounding style. You know what I'm talking about, the Omnium Gatherum Winter Sun type of feel. Of course, both those bands are also mentioned in the For Fans of list on their Facebook page. The musical influence is definitely there. Then we have the track Farewell, which introduces us to their clean singing capabilities. Most bands this heavy tend to fall flat when it comes to the clean singing, but not these guys. They manage to pull it off and make it sound great, unlike some other bands who attempt this but fail miserably. Let's go ahead and skip to a later track on this album because I don't want to spoil the entire record for you, but just be prepared to be amazed when you do hear them on your own time, especially the song Sorrow. Now let's move on to a song like Solstice. It's a beautiful tune with a lovely symphony in it. It's technically the last song on the album because the final track is just an outro instrumental with the album title. One of my friends who is a guitar player said that he liked this album too, but he hears things that I don't hear guitar-wise. Since I don't play any instruments and I'm only a vocalist, he was able to notice a supposed dip in the sound quality for the studio mixing, but personally I didn't hear any issues. Then again, I was a huge fan of Unleash the Archers before they got signed, and those first 2 albums are rough as hell, and I still love them more than anything else in this world. That being said, this is probably like Mozart in comparison. All in all, this is a nearly flawless record, definitely one of my top favorites of this year so far. It has worked its way somewhere in my current top 10 of 2025. It's truly fantastic. I'm going to give Eldercall Closure a well-deserved 9 out of 10. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram. You can purchase their digital copy on Bandcamp. You can also listen to this album on all streaming platforms. Support these guys if they announce any upcoming shows in the Middle Tennessee area. And as always, continue supporting the underground and never stray from the path of metal.